Hey, what's up, guys? RB here, Blogging Paradise. Let me set up this Facebook deal here. Wanted to share 6 tips for someone starting a sneaker blog. Let's write in Facebook. You can see this. First. Cool, right? All right, dudes. I just wanted to give you a breakdown here because I wanted to rank for it on Google, and I held page 1, position 1 for quite a long time. Just kidding. Actually, I did. I didn't do it to rank on Google, but this is one of those few Blogging Paradise posts that ranks. Hey, what's up, guys? That ranked. I don't know if it still does. Let's check, actually. Let's do a real-time search through Google Incognito. Fear the Wolf, folks. Just to give you guys a breakdown, if you wanted to move in that direction, and a lot of these tips really, in essence, all of them apply for any blogger. So if you're interested in starting any type of blog, these tips will work quite nicely for you. Let's do a quick little search here. And yeah, still number 1. Oh, woohoo. Blogging Paradise, tips for someone starting a sneaker blog via Google Incognito search. So still ranking number 1. And this is one of the few ones that rank, which is pretty cool. But the fundamentals apply for most bloggers in any niche. I mean, bloggers in virtually any niche when you're starting a blog. But I just wanted to drill down a little more in depth because sneaker bloggers, there's a lot of gearheads out there, a lot of sneakerheads who are looking for an opportunity to express themselves, to have writing about what they're passionate about, and they wouldn't mind earning some extra income or some income. So these are some ideas, guys. Tip number 1. We're getting there. What you want to do right off the bat is buy your domain and hosting. Now, the reason why, guys, is because when you buy your domain and hosting, you purchase a certain amount of credibility through that simple action. Now, if you're starting a sneaker blog, you will succeed as far as attracting a loyal, trusting audience who follows your blog closely, who clicks on your affiliate links, or however you're advertising. However you're monetizing, but who clicks on your affiliate links for the sneakers, buys, you earn a cut. You need to be trusted. You need to be credible for human beings to do this. Buying your domain and hosting for a sneaker blog is really step number 1 in earning at least some credibility. Because when you're on a free platform, guys, it just looks bad. Sorry to put it that way on a worldly level, but it looks unprofessional on one level, but consciously and unconsciously, guys, when someone stops by a free blogging platform and they see that it's free and they see a name like the name that you intend for your blog, then .blogspot.com or .wordpress.com, on a conscious level and then really on an unconscious level, both either, you feel or it feels off because you're thinking that's not the name of their site. That's the name of the free platform site. And there's also that little off feeling of, are they afraid to invest $5 or $10 or $20 a month? If they're afraid to invest $15 a month and really trying, so I'll move on. I mean, that's the whole deal with a sneaker blog or any blog. That's why free platform bloggers rarely, if ever, really build large audiences. Now, of course, you buy your domain on a free platform think you can go that route, right? WordPress. I don't even know much about that. Just because it's, even if you do that, it's still just do yourself a favor, guys. Do yourself a favor. Buy your domain and hosting a blog at WordPress.org for like 50 reasons, which I've gone over thousands of times over my 15-year blogging career. It's just a no-brainer. Don't mess around. You'll buy some credibility. You'll own, in essence, technically you don't own it outright unless you own a hosting company, but just virtually 99.99% of the time, you just own the blog content. You own how you monetize it, how you customize your sneaker blog. And when you own the site and the content, you could brand it how you want. You could market it how you want. You could monetize it how you want. And there's really lenient terms of service, unless you do something egregious, violent, wild, just horrific. And there's sneaker bloggers are not blogging about these topics. They're blogging about kicks. All right. You're going to be fine. So in essence, you own it, you run the show. So that's step number one. And I won't talk about it for too long just because it's really obvious and it's just simple. It's a no-brainer. Step number two, embed pictures. Now this goes for any blogger really. Probably want to use at least one high resolution image per blog post. And people like eye candy. But for a sneaker blogger, guys, this is a very graphic medium in terms of visual content or visuals. What I'm saying is people who follow sneaker blogs want to see clear images of sneakers. Pretty straightforward, right? So this compels you to invest money in a good camera. Now, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Like this sucker, which is a good camera. You've seen my shots of Prague. Well, Prague is always showing off. We know this. Prague, have you been? You must. Kelly and I like joking around, talk about that. A lot of people, travel folks, talk about. But this is a Canon SX740HS that we invested in Panama. And it's, usually I don't drop numbers, but it's like, I think a little under $500. So it's about $500,000. Takes some phenomenal shots, really, really good shots. So even a camera like this, when you zoom in and you're snapping shots of these kicks, wow. High resolution, high definition, high res for a camera. But that's what people want to see who are following sneaker blogs. So if you can't right now invest money in a quality camera to take eye-popping images of sneakers, which is really kind of one of those musts, guys. I mean, like, again, across the board, you don't have to. You could be creative. Buy high-resolution images online, premium images of the sneakers. But I just figure if you're going to be a sneaker blogger and you're going to be doing this for the long haul and you're all in, you better. I'm going to try anything out. But a sneaker blog, any blog's not going to take off when you give it a shot or try it out. It doesn't happen that way. Probably figured that out already in life. But if you haven't, let me save you some time. A lot of headaches. You got to be all in. Just invest in a camera. You can buy premium images per post, but it makes sense. So when you take images of the sneakers you're trying out, that you're reviewing, you will be able to emit a credible air. Now, there's another step here, and I understand that sneakers on a worldly level are pretty expensive. The quote, the link that I quoted from a couple of years ago, I think it was 2021, most sneakers, when you're talking about sneaker blog sneakers that you're going to review and that there's some demand around them, people want to learn about them, they want to see them reviewed, thinking about buying these kicks, range from $70 to $250, USD. So on a worldly level, they're not cheap. So if you're on a super tight budget, you have a decision to make. Will I be through and through credible as far as actually buying these sneakers, wearing them, getting my true, honest, genuine, personalized, intimately personal experience, and then reviewing them? Or will I take pictures of these sneakers in the store and maybe try them out and return them. I don't know if that's really ethical. So that's your decision. I'm not saying anything, forget legally, just ethically, morally, like you make your decision. What I would do and what I advised in the blog post, and again, this is my latest updated post on bloggingfromparadise.com. So make sure you stop by bloggingfromparadise.com. On the homepage, you have the subscribe image to join my email list. So you can get the latest updates. I don't do the updated post email list. I only email my list new blog posts. And also we have blogging courses there for aspiring bloggers, sneaker bloggers or not, and blogging ebooks for bloggers to give you guidance. But anyway, when you have a tight budget, what I would do just from a level of clarity and confidence and being ethical, if you have a tight budget, you buy one pair. Maybe you're not going for the $250 sneakers, but you buy a pair of $70, $100 sneakers for, I don't know, number of months, and you wear them. You try them out, and then you review them over time. Now, it can be a couple days in. I get that. That's cool. But if you don't have the money to drop on all these pairs of kicks and you want to be super clear and ethical, but again, bloggers will try different approaches. Do a phenomenal job with each review, an outstanding job, in-depth, thorough, and we'll get to this point. And realize that it's not about the number of sneakers you review, but the sensational, outstanding, fantabulous job you do with each review that will help you succeed and grow a loyal following. So of course, you're not going to review one pair of sneakers and leave it at that, but don't be concerned with the volume. Look at your budget. You could buy what you could buy, review what you can review, and just do such a good job with each post that you'll build a loyal following and you'll boost your income over the long haul. But it's a long haul gig. This is a skill that takes a while to develop. So buy according to your budget, but you want to embed dazzling pictures, guys. This is almost more important than the words. On some level, it's kind of equal because people want to see those pictures of the sneakers. And you really want to think about investing in a good camera, like make that commitment, because when people see those images, and if not, at least premium, buy premium images online, at least do that. When they see those eye-popping, high resolution images, it really draws them in. They'll get a good idea in their imagination of what these sneakers look like. And that really adds a lot, guys, especially for a sneaker blogger. Number 3, publish outstanding content. Whether you're doing a review of one sneaker or a list review of a number of sneakers or the history of sneakers. Like I'll see posts that go way back, sneakerheads still talk about it. The old Air Jordans that I admired. Well, I never really loved them per se, but I admired them in the 80s. I mean, when Michael Jordan kind of helped make Nike, those were the flagship sneaker that really put Nike on the map as far as Phil Knight signing an athlete who became the greatest basketball player of all time. Kind of worked out nicely for him. But if you're going into the history or reviews or lists, publish outstanding content. That's how you're going to draw a loyal following and make money over the long haul. It's going to take a while because it takes a while to develop the skills, to gain the credibility, the clarity. Outstanding content means optimized posts for SEO. So you're going to build it around a keyword, around whatever topic you're covering for a particular sneaker or a list. And then more than thinking about the SEO details, publish 1,200, 1,500, maybe longer, but 1,200, 1,500 has kind of hit the mark for me. Word, detailed, thorough, in-depth blog posts that solve a specific problem. For people who visit your blog looking to review a sneaker, they want to know if they should buy it, if they shouldn't, what the sneaker does for them, how it benefits them, the ups, the positives, the negatives, the glowing points, the drawbacks, just your sneaker blogger professional opinion of it, or sneaker fan, sneaker head. When you are creating 1,200, 1,500 word posts that are really detailed. So think what you loved, what you didn't love, benefits of the sneaker, features of the sneaker. Like really flesh it out, guys. Give yourself 3, 4, 5 hours in the beginning when you're new to this to take notes, to organize your thoughts, to write, not to be a perfectionist or to be obsessed, but just to focus calmly, peacefully, and heavily on the details when you're publishing this thorough, detailed content. One post at a time. Don't rush ahead. Do a really good job. Make each post outstanding. That lays the foundation for your credibility as a sneaker blogger. So allow your passion to shine through. If you could talk about sneakers all day long, or your favorite sneaker, reviewing a particular sneaker, transmute that passion from your mind or your mouth to the written word. And maybe a post will be 2,000 words long. I just figure 1,200, 1,500 have hit the mark for me. The post, like even this post, it ranked at like 1,200, I think, words, ranked number 1 on Google, tips for starting a sneaker blog. However, when you're thinking about that word count, guys, and this is why you have to really practice your writing diligently, you don't want to fill it with bloat. You don't want to say, well, I have to reach 1,500 words, so I'll just keep blabbing and writing run-on sentences, and I'll try to be wordy. I have to reach. No, it has to be clear. And this is why it takes a lot of writing practice, a lot of clarity, guys. You got to practice your writing. Clear, concise, to the point, detailed, thorough, drilled down, but reaching the 1,200 to 1,500 word or longer count, which takes a lot of practice, because you'll see most sneaker bloggers, most bloggers in general, they think they have to reach a word count, and instead of practicing their writing and writing clear and concise posts, they bloat the posts with run-on sentences and paragraphs and all types of jazz to make it a low-quality post that reaches the word count. And that's not only never going to rank on Google, they're looking for clear, concise posts. It's not going to make a seismic impact with people who want to learn about sneakers, sneaker fans, sneakerheads. And again, it's not going to rank, and it's not going to gain organic traction in terms of traffic and income. So publish outstanding content for each blog post, each time out. Give yourself 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Do the research, review the sneakers, and then lay out that post. When you're thinking, okay, I'm going to take 5 hours to write this post, you'll slowly, calmly take your time and you set up this outline, set up an outline before your post. Again, for a typical review for a sneaker blog, this is the sneaker. Here's the history. Here's what I loved about it. Here's what I didn't love about it. Here's or maybe even before that, the fabric, how the sneaker was made, fabric, rubber soles. I'm not a sneaker guy. I mean, I mentioned in the post itself, dating myself here on the worldly meat suit level, illusory body. I begged my parents to buy a pair of Nike Huaraches back in early 90s for my basketball team. And they were $120 in the early 90s. So there's these special, they're okay looking, but not really a great sport. I mean, it was what it was. And not everybody bought them for the team, but we kind of agreed to do it. But my thing is, I remember the fabric. I mean, I'm not a sneaker guy, but I played basketball up to the junior college level. So they were kind of, part of my life. But fabric, support, how they feel when you jump, how they feel when you run. Or if you're just straight into fashion per se, maybe more along the lines of Kanye or someone like that, or used to in the world, then you'll just talk more about the looks and the appearance and whatever. But just when you're building an outline, when you're like, I'm going to spend 3 to 4 to 5 hours to write this outstanding, you'll have this outline, and then you'll be thinking really clearly. So you'll be adding details under each header of the outline, and that's how you fill a value-packed, outstanding, long-form post that really solidifies your reputation and solidifies it instead of versus solidifying it. So another step, we're going to the next tip for someone starting a sneaker blog. Network with other sneaker bloggers. Collaborate, do not compete. A big mistake that every blogger makes in the beginning, virtually, maybe not every single one, but almost all do, me included. They try to do it themselves. They see everyone as competition because of fear in their mind. And then they make the mistake of wasting their time and energy trying to go against when they can just collaborate and both of you can succeed by helping one another. It's such a no-brainer when you conquer the fear in your mind, and it seems impossible when you have fear in your mind. So conquer that fear, network with other sneaker bloggers, collaborate, help each other out, link to each other. You will cross-promote, and when you think not just 2 sneaker bloggers, but 5, 10, 15, when you're collaborating 15 other bloggers, linking to their blog, promoting them on Twitter, commenting genuinely on their blogs, you'll begin to form friendships with these bloggers who will promote your sneaker blog to their following via their blog, their social media. Maybe they'll email, they'll invite you to guest post for them. And then you're gaining exposure in front of 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 large sneaker blogger communities who are highly targeted. Doesn't that make more sense than trying to be seen in front of your community with your singular efforts? It's a no-brainer. It's so easy. It's so simple, and it's quite easy when you conquer your fears and you realize that the Robert Kiyosaki quote rings true. The wealthiest people in the world, a little off, but it's the basic idea, look for and build networks. That means they collaborate. Everyone else looks for work. Sear that idea onto your unconscious mind, and you will get why you need to collaborate to really rock it out as a sneaker blogger. You just have to. Any blogger. So ways to do it: mention other sneaker bloggers on your blog, link out to them as trusted resources, comment genuinely on their sneaker blog, share your thoughts, frame a comment as blog content, because that's what it is. Builds friendships, retweet their posts, share their posts on Facebook. Maybe you'll interview a sneaker blogger for your blog. Maybe you'll open up your blog to guest blogging, as long as it's, of course, aligned with your brand and your voice and your message. This is beautiful, guys, when you do it diligently. Here's an important step. Sleeping here. Ask for nothing in return. Look for nothing in return. Because when you're not asking for anything in return or looking for anything in return, you prove that you are intending to befriend these individuals by gaining their trust. And then when you relax and you're not so thirsty, as the kids say, or maybe they said it a while ago, or desperate or greedy, you will make friends with these bloggers who then organically, without you asking them, promote you, ask you to guest post, link to your blog. It happens organically without you asking, because friends take care of other friends. And then that's where the success amplifies. And it happens seamlessly. It's so much easier than a pressure-filled asking, thinking about yourself. Guys, at its peak, and maybe even more, and I don't know, some of these backlink services, I'm not sure. But Blogging from Paradise generated 70,000 plus backlinks through blog comments. So some of them were pure organic, some of them were my comments, but a fair number were guest post comments or guest post links that I established these relationships through blog commenting, blogger outreach, promoting other bloggers, and then just organic links, people dropping links to my blog. And I only pitched 2 bloggers since 2014. So for the past 9 years, at my peak, 70,000 links pointing to my blog, and only pitched 2 bloggers. That's the power of networking, collaborating, helping, not asking. Organically, it all flows to you. Just let that idea imprint itself on your unconscious mind. It's Bella here from the blog. And you will start to figure out, not only as a sneaker blogger, but any blogger, how you could really rock it out. So the next tip, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Invest in blogging, teaching materials. This is code for learn how to blog successfully from sneaker bloggers. You can. I think we got to that tip in a bit. But what I was going to say is Learn how to blog successfully from professional blogging tips bloggers who lay out how to do it the right way. The right way, but just how to blog successfully. They have systems in place. They've been teaching other bloggers how to do it, how to succeed. They've been spawning successful bloggers. They have success themselves. So go right to them and invest money in their blogging courses, their blogging ebooks, their coaching, because their blogging courses and ebooks, and of course their coaching, lay out step by step in simple fashion what to do to succeed, and then do that and succeed. Of course, you have to be patient, and that's one of the things they'll drill into your mind too. It just makes such perfect sense, but you'd be stunned, or maybe you wouldn't, at how many bloggers, sneaker bloggers and the like, I mean, how many bloggers across all niches try to wing it and figure it out on their own. That's not an intelligent strategy, guys. You're not thinking. We pay tuition to learn from professionals, to learn from experienced people how to do something. Then we do it. Trying to wing it is foolish. It makes no sense. And the reason why you want to invest money, like my blogging courses at bloggingfromparadise.com, my blogging ebooks, it's my best content. It's my most thorough, top shelf, best content that drills down in depth the steps to take to reach the blogging goal via the title of the course or the title of the ebook. So I offer an audio course, How to Become a Professional Blogger in 5 Steps. So if you invest the money in that course, I lay out in an audio fashion, listen and take notes, all the steps to take to become a professional blogger. It's my best advice. It's my most thorough advice. It's my most detailed advice. So when you have that course and you invest money in it and you listen to it and you take the notes, you have all you need to know to become a professional blogger. Now, of course, you'll supplement with blog posts and videos. I get that. But it's the best content from the top bloggers laid out in the most thorough, easy to follow, proper formatting for learning. Logically, intelligently, successful people by the experience and knowledge and wisdom of professionals learn from them and succeed. Unsuccessful people don't. Unsuccessful sneaker bloggers don't. It's a no-brainer, guys. I have courses. I have 2 courses and 9 ebooks. I have how to get featured on world famous blogs. So if you want to get featured on these high-level blogs and gain exposure and confidence and clarity, amplify your success, or how to become a pro blogger in 5 steps, those are the 2 courses. And I have 9 ebooks. So it's like the best content, the best steps, most thorough, most detailed, lay out all the steps to do it the right way, successfully, the right way. And then you follow that advice and you start succeeding now, so you're not confused or overwhelmed or where do I start? Start with a course from a pro or coaching. Hire a blogger to coach you. They know what they're doing. They'll point out what you need to do, mistakes you're making. Maybe you have no idea from day one. So I'll just lay it out. It's so simple and logical. So just do it. The next tip for someone starting a sneaker blog. All righty. Where are we at? 30. I like it. 28 minutes. Monetize through multiple income streams. Now, of course, the most logical step, which I suggest you do as a sneaker blogger, is to become an affiliate. Engage in affiliate marketing. And this lends itself to being a sneaker blogger simply because why? You are reviewing sneakers that people want to buy. People want to figure out, buying decisions. Should they buy it? Should they not? Even if they don't want to buy it, just learn more about it, to spread the word, share it with their sneaker fan friends. But the simplest way to profit through a sneaker blog to make money is to become an affiliate for these sneakers. So let's say Amazon Associates or any platform, you become an affiliate, you're reviewing this Nike pair of sneakers, latest and greatest. Do a phenomenal job with your content, what you love, what you didn't love, how it's made, benefits, all this jazz, the history of it, what pro basketball players have backed it, have worn it, whatever. And it's dazzling post. And then at the end, and of course you have to mention it as far as disclosure that you earn a cut, at least in the United States, Federal Trade Commission, of course. But you say you'll be earning a cut if somebody buys that, but you have an affiliate, buys the sneaker, you have an affiliate embed, like a link, the image with associates goes right to Amazon or whatever the storefront is, digital storefront. And then since you went in depth and you really wrote a phenomenal review, then people who vibe with the sneaker and love your content will click on it and buy it. And then you will get a percentage of each sale and make money. It's the simplest, most direct way for a sneaker blogger to make money because you're going so in depth. However, I suggest to diversify some because it always makes sense to add more ways to receive money with the knowledge you have. It just makes sense. You don't want to box yourself in, guys. When you see the wealthiest people in the world, they diversify across the board. They may build up this one business, but even that business, they have multiple income channels usually, but then they keep diversifying. Just open up. I mean, that's basically the core idea. So then you could write and self-publish ebooks on sneakers, put them on Gumroad and Payhip, and of course Amazon, but I'm just more of a Gumroad and Payhip guy to do these PDF files. You could sell sponsored content, Google AdSense, embed advertisements or other third-party ad networks. As far as selling sponsored content, you could do sponsored posts. Of course, you have to disclose those as well when you really build up your name. I mean, these are just a few basic ideas, guys. If you want to be creative, you could even do consulting. People who really want to learn more about the kicks with your intimate, as you build up your name, of course, you have to really build up your name after a while, but who just want an hour of your time or a half hour, a couple hours to bounce ideas off you that would be like a really high level thing, but it's just something to expand your mind ultimately. But there's something I just had to add. You have to be really patient in publishing detailed, outstanding content and really patient in building your blogger friend network because the money comes over time. You have to really become super duper skilled, so be patient. Now the bonus tip. And this is kind of Captain Obvious in a way, but maybe it's not because we have a lot of mental blocks. But follow top sneaker blogs closely. Do not copy them. Do not imitate them. Do not mimic them. Yet. Don't do that outright. Look to their blogs for inspiration. Trust your intuition. Do your own thing. Stand out from the crowd. Yet. You may see ideas on their blog. Not that you copy. You want to go on a few?
What?
You want to go shopping?
No.
Oh, you're good for now?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Bella's looking at you. Just to look to these blogs for ideas. It's not even about taking the idea and making it your own, but just you might come across like a sneaker blog, then you see they have on their sidebar when you're on your laptop in front of your phone, scroll down, like 5 affiliate embeds, and you'll say, oh, that's a cool idea. And you'll do that as one of your monetizing strategies. And you wouldn't have thought about it unless you're following this top blogger, or you'll see how they include those they can convince you that including those high resolution images, embedding those into each post just makes perfect sense. So maybe you're like, I don't want to invest in the camera and waste my money. It's too expensive. I don't want to pay for these high resolution images. Then when you're seeing these top sneaker bloggers and you're like, oh, shoot, they're succeeding in part because they invest money in a good camera or in these really premium eye-catching, eye-popping images. So it could be the convincing factor of like, yeah, I need to step it up. And even though I'm new to sneaker blogging, I'm starting it, I got to start it the right way. And then when you look back in the sneakers bloggers blogs and you're like, oh, from day one, from their first post, they had these eye-opening images. That could be a really convincing factor, convincing element that puts you over the top where you say, okay, I got to do this. So that's really, you're going to find inspiration, examples, success leaves clues. Guys, that's it. 6 tips and a bonus tip for starting a sneaker blog. The latest updated post on Blogging Paradise is 6 tips for someone starting a sneaker blog. Check it out. I talked about it. And again, other blog posts, if you're interested in blogging, building a successful blog, I sell blogging courses, blogging ebooks. I offer rich, detailed blog content at bloggingfromparadise.com. And on the home page, you will see an icon, image, banner. Sign up for updates. I email my list if you want to get Blogging Paradise updates sent to your inbox every new blog post. So you could sign up there. Courses, ebooks, in-depth posts to guide you on your blogging journey. Until next time, you know what to do. Ta-ta, Facebook and YouTube. I will see you later. Enjoy Paradise all.